Okay. Wait, what? Alright, hold up. I didn't expect it to just kind of jump in here. Expected some kind of menu so I could get settings or something, but just press start and it's going in. Alrighty. Welcome, people. It is very late in the night, so I must be, not too loud, but I've kind of felt like trying to record and play this game. I don't know if this will be uploaded, because honestly, I have no idea what this game even is. I don't even know how much I'll play this due to that fact as well. I was interested in playing or checking out a SCP related game, and this one I hadn't seen before. Okay. What kind of game is this? Is this something I care to play? Is it much of a game at all? I don't know how this game plays or anything. I don't know the genre.
Since the beginning of civilization, the world has been full of unknown things. Due to their existence, the balance of mankind's peaceful life has been upset. However, no matter how advanced our technology, no matter how great our scientific breakthroughs, there will always be anomalies that cannot be explained. We don't know where they come from or what their purpose is. These questions plague mankind and affect our daily lives. It's because of this that we founded the SCP Foundation, an organization dedicated to containing anomalous items.
I wonder what SCP that thing was. A little bit ago. It was like a giant teddy bear. It looked like it was like twitching though. It's weird.
May live free of fear, while ordinary people live in the sunlight. We must fight anomalies in the shadows.
Heck is that?
We must prevent them from being exposed to the public.
I think my recording's messed up as well.
In a rational and ordinary world,
It looks very dark.
we secure, we contain, we protect.
It's not how it looks on my screen. Interesting. So I still don't know how this is gonna play. I don't know if this is okay, so it's first person. Just walking around so far. Let me check this real quick. All right. I'm honestly a little concerned, uncomfortable. I do not know really what this game is going to turn into, but I feel if it turns into what I would imagine be like a horror game, this could probably be very uncomfortable. SCP related horror game. I just get the feeling it would be very uncomfortable experience. Since I don't really play horror games very much. The only horror related games I've played on my channel are like Resident Evil and feel like there's something else I'm forgetting, but it's like games that seem more a shooter than horror. Enter room 914. Oh, I didn't see the objective. My bad. Okay. Still confused. Maybe this, I don't, yeah, I'm still confused on the kind of game this is. Maybe very friendly. It's just the steward just randomly talking about Rick and Morty. While the others are discussing, like, kind of arguing. Dude, Stewart, come on. Oh, we're getting assignments here, it looks like. Where's mine? Hmm. Oh, jeez. training system. What is this about? First class. What the heck is this, man?
Jason Carter is a death row inmate.
Okay.
In exchange for clemency, he has agreed to work with the SCP Foundation for 30 days. Upon completion of his work, he will be a free man.
More likely a dead man
Jason
before
Carter
then.
is now D503.
I feel like that's most often the case for the inmates. Oh wait, I'm taking the role of Jason Carter. What am I doing? I'm so confused. All of a sudden I'm taking the role of this Jason Carter. Without any explanation. I'm a little nervous, guys. It's my first day on the job.
D503 was given no clear instruction of the task to be completed.
Yeah.
He must find them out for himself.
Wow. Is it the red dots on the radar here? Oh, well, it kind of gave me an objective. Collect the waste, huh? Is this all? It's all the game is so far. This is my first job. It's supposed to be training. Seems weird. It's like a desert. Absolutely nothing in sight, and yet I'm collecting stuff that's like signs of more than a desert, you know? Oh, geez, almost flipped. Well, this is it so far. Pretty easy day at the SCP Foundation. Alright, I got the last thing. I got more than it asked of me, apparently. 200 kilograms when I asked for 200 out of 100 kilograms. Now that I think about it, where did I come from? Where's, you know... I just can't just drop off the items and keep the truck. What the heck? It's just the entire truck's in there. Can you really incinerate that? It's kind of stuff, and then
This was D503's first day
seems
of
like
work.
it'd be hard to just burn like that.
SCP protocol mandates that D503 now undergo a psychological evaluation.
Level 2 mental test. That doesn't really work, does it? That needs to be raised. I guess it would make sense to put it just all the way to the top, right? Oh. How could I possibly fill the whole thing with these spaces? Huh? Oh. One day down. Pretty simple job to... Thanks. Pretty simple job for a death row inmate to become a free man.
This was the first day D503 psychological data was collected. You're probably wondering, how can this job earn freedom for a death row inmate?
I was definitely wondering that.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham from Site 83. Welcome to today's training conference. Today, I'm going to share with you a little project I've been working on called SCP-7457. The desert you saw just now is SCP-7457. D503 is a volunteer who we invited to help us learn more about this desert. Prior to the Foundation's involvement with SCP-7457, 329 people went missing in this area. As a precaution, we have introduced lockdown measures as we attempt to find the cause of these disappearances. As everyone here is new to the Foundation, it will be good for you to learn about SCP-7457. Let me explain how it works. Before we get started, are there any questions?
Dr. Ham, I'm Will Barton, 3rd Special Squad, Site 86.
Hello, Will.
Before I came here, I thought I had a basic understanding of the Foundation. I've heard of these anomalies, but only in terms of human anomalies. I had no idea that SCP-7457 was a desert. How do we begin to make sense of this?
That's a good question, Will. All the unexplained phenomena we are monitoring are being labeled anomalies. Human anomalies, regional anomalies, artifact anomalies, and various other phenomena beyond our control. The work of the Foundation is to isolate these anomalies and prevent the public from, shall we say, experiencing them? Okay, next question.
Hello, Dr. Ham. I'm Mark Harris, a research intern from Site 27. In the video, we saw D503 picking up garbage in the desert. Why did it do that? And what does this have to do with anomalies?
Okay, Mark. What I can tell you now is that everything you see is part of SCP-7457. SCP anomalies can be a little difficult to understand at first. Just know that it, or they, have their own rules. Perhaps you'll understand what I mean once we finish watching the video.
Yeah,
Okay,
like, come on.
let's
Why
move
would you
on.
ask such a question? We're kind of supposed to be getting into that.
The first week was fairly normal. However, there was an interesting occurrence on the 8th day.
Hmm. So this entire desert is an SCP. This is not an SCP I've ever heard of.
Let's have a look at what happened.
Hmm. It's like nighttime. Oh man, struggling to get up the hill. It's not as much a waste. It's only the 3 coming up on my radar here. I mean, so far, nothing's really happening in this game, but something's supposed to be happening now, apparently, since... Where's the waste? Oh, wait, what? Okay, yep, that's bad. Yeah. Okay, it's just cable, right? Okay. Nothing to worry about, right? Alright. I made it safe and sound to the incinerator. It's nothing to worry about.
D503 had completed his task. However, he did not realize that he had already encountered his first anomaly.
Okay. Triangle? I guess this, try that. Equal to 5. Okay, 5 plus 0. It's only 3. Man, I'm bad with the maths. I feel like... Are these not the same thing? How are these different? Oh, you can't see my mouse. I knew it had to be one of those, man. Alright. That's that. Just get some sleep.
That night, D503's psychological data showed abnormal fluctuations. Analysis tells us that D503 is dreaming.
Okay. So, people
Unfortunately,
dream.
though, we have no way of knowing what he dreamed of that night.
Okay. Okay.
The 8th day marked a significant turning point, the start SCP-7457's impact on D503. Are there any questions before we go on?
Hello, Dr. Ham. I'm Spencer Jones from the Special Operations Department of Site-21.
Hello, Spencer.
It's still unclear as to why D503 needs to pick up all of this trash. If you wanted to monitor his psychological response to SCP-7457, why not just leave him out in the desert? Why assign him these tasks when there are already psychological evaluations taking place?
Okay. Our analysis has indicated that SCP-7457 produces a new cluster of trash every 8 minutes and 37 seconds. If waste collection is not done regularly, all that trash may soon flow into our world. It is worth noting, though, that the quantity of waste created here pales in comparison to the amount produced by humans. However, it still has the potential to become a significant problem in the future. By assigning these tasks to D503, we can monitor his reactions while also containing the trash. There is another reason, but we will get to that one later.
Is it not the case that the Foundation is exaggerating the importance of a minor issue before the issue is fully understood?
Okay, everyone. I must emphasize that behind us is the general public, who are wholly unaware of any of this. Being meticulous and maintaining a serious attitude is essential at the SCP Foundation. Any oversight or underestimation of the enemy may result in disaster.
Thank you, Dr. Ham. I understand.
Good. Let's move on. The effects of SCP-7457 on D503 became most obvious on day 15 of the test. Due to the conditions that day, we were only able to track his movements after recovering data from his radar. It was definitely a bad day, perhaps the worst, even for a death row inmate. D503 found a radar that perfectly resembled his own.
Yeah.
However, D503 didn't seem to think much of it.
Yeah, just my job. What else we got? Oh, it's like the other one we found. Okay. That's all. How is this such a bad day? Seems like a pretty normal day, just like the others. What makes this day so bad?
Persistent adverse physiological reactions proved to be a challenge for D503. He still managed to complete his work on day 15. But then he encountered an incident.
Yeah? But what kind of incident?
A sandstorm.
Oh. It's not too crazy.
D503 walked in the sandstorm for a long time, but he couldn't seem to find his way back.
At least he's got that suit on, right? What the heck is this? Sorry, I'm like snacking. Is that where I came from? Is that my base? I guess I never really stepped out of that elevator and then looked back at what I came from. So I actually don't know what it looked like.
just as he was beginning to grow weak with exhaustion, a sight he was not familiar with.
Wait, what? It's a different site? It's with the voices. It's another inmate. Lie. What's that about? What's with all the noise, man? It's just an empty suit. The heck kind of SCP is this? This seems like really weird, like unrelated stuff. We got like a phone box. Got like these cables. Seems like a very strange SCP.
Experienced. A call from an unknown voice.
Sure. Scam callers.
Approximately 13 hours.
I don't know them.
A visibly trembling D-503 returned to Site 8. We immediately performed a psychological evaluation.
Okay.
Major fluctuations can now be observed in D-503's physiological data.
Physiological.
The results of the psychological evaluation were so troubling, we had to abort the mission. D-503 was able to break away from the Foundation's control.
What am I looking at here?
He has seen the test results of other Level D personnel who were analyzed at SCP-7457. That's right. None of the Level D personnel at SCP-7457 have ever been able to leave this desert.
What am I supposed to do? I just drive off. Hope for the best. Oh. Like a city within the desert.
D-503 heard the call.
Did I? Or did he? I didn't hear anything. What call?
Humans often believe that their fate is in their own hands, that all choices come from their own free will.
Mm-hmm.
They don't realize that we humans form only a small part of this as a grain of sand in this vast desert.
Oh, all the cables leading to the phone. What the heck is the meaning of this? I'm so confused with this. Oh. Well. I'm assuming those big
This is where
bundles of
Dietrich's
cables
instincts led him.
are, you know, bodies all wrapped up. Yeah. And then the next one, collecting.
Days later, experiment participant D722 found the radar that had belonged to D503. The radar was 31 miles away from the waste treatment facility. All the data we have came from this radar. People entering SCP-7457 will suffer varying degrees of psychological stress within an acute period. It manifests as a range of neurological and mental disorders, as well as severe and unexplained hallucinations. So far, not one participant has left the desert unscathed. The Foundation has tested 31 Level D personnel in an area spanning 2,267 square miles. Our testing continues. When you work for the Foundation, you will face various anomalies. Some can kill you, some may drive you crazy, and some will make you feel that living is worse than death. Let this be very clear. SCP-7457 is just a taste of what you will face in the future. Before joining the Foundation, you were all leaders in your respective fields and industries. Researchers, special forces, FBI agents, national security experts. Well, SCP does not care how smart you are, how accomplished you are. It doesn't matter to them how many doctorates and titles you have. You are no different from helpless ants when confronted with these anomalies. Remember this. It is the most important advice you will receive. Do not take risks. You will die. You are not as special as you think you are. If you encounter an anomaly, put your pride and curiosity aside. Run. Because that's the only thing you can do. God won't protect you here. Welcome to the Foundation, rookies. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham, and this ends the first class of our employee induction program.
That was a very long introduction. So if that's just how the thing is introduced, like, to the player. And What?